Welcome. You are on the channel AI Astrologer. Today we will talk about the very first zodiac sign, Aries. This is a sign that embodies beginnings, courage, and strength. Traditionally, Aries is considered to last from March 21st to April 19th. But if you look at the sky astronomically, the sun passes through the constellation of Aries on completely different dates, from April 19th to May 13th. So the sky and the calendar differ by almost a whole month. And what do you think? Which dates should be considered the real ones? Write your opinion in the comments. Aries opens the astrological year, and that is very symbolic. It is the time when spring arrives, nature awakens, and everything begins a new cycle. The energy of Aries is like the first sprout breaking through the soil, like the first spark that ignites a fire. Its element is fire, its ruling planet is Mars, and its symbol is the ram with strong horns, charging forward without fear or hesitation. This image is also preserved in ancient myths. The Greeks told the story of the golden ram, who saved the children Phrixus and Helle. Zeus immortalized it in the sky, creating the constellation Aries, and its golden fleece later became the legendary goal of the Argonauts. In this myth lies the essence of Aries: heroism, courage, and striving for a higher purpose. People born under this sign are always distinguished by their special energy. They dislike waiting, cannot stand delays, and are always ready to act. They can be summed up in a short phrase: I am, I begin, I act. They are straightforward, honest, and often blunt, but this bluntness comes from sincerity. And Aries speaks what they think and does what they feel. Their strengths are obvious: bravery, optimism, decisiveness, and the ability to lead others. But there are also weaknesses: impatience, impulsiveness, selfishness, and a tendency not to finish what has been started. Aries often quickly get carried away with a new project, but if they don't see immediate results, they may abandon it. And here lies their greatest challenge: learning patience and planning. In love, Aries shows the same fiery energy. They fall in love quickly and passionately, act decisively, and openly display their feelings. But with this also often come jealousy and the desire to fully possess their partner. They need someone who will not extinguish their energy, but also won't let it get out of control. And the main advice for Aries in relationships is: don't rush. Let feelings mature, and then the bond will become much stronger. In professional life, Aries thrive where quick decisions and courage are required. Business, sports, the military, politics, startups, in these fields they can show their full potential. They know how to inspire others, but sometimes they are too focused on the start and forget about the long distance. The best advice for them is to learn to work in a team and to delegate. This way, their ideas will not only be born, but will also reach completion. In relationships with other signs, Aries get along most harmoniously with Leos and Sagittarians. Together, they create a bright union of fire. They also interact well with Geminis and Aquarians, who bring lightness and fresh ideas. But with Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra, relationships may be more difficult because these signs are more cautious and compromise-oriented, which often does not suit the direct and determined Aries. Among famous people born under this sign we can name Leonardo da Vinci, who opened new horizons in art and science; Vincent van Gogh, whose emotionality spilled onto the canvas. Charlie Chaplin, who changed the world of cinema. Marlon Brando, Robert Downey Jr., Lady Gaga, and Shakira. They are all different, but they share one thing: the drive to move forward, break boundaries, and leave their mark. And what awaits Aries in the future? For them, every year is a new beginning. But now, the most important lesson is to learn balance. Balance between speed and endurance, between action and patience. At work, it is useful for them to plan and not abandon projects halfway. In relationships, to listen more to their partner. And for health, the best outlet for their energy is sports and active rest. So, Aries is the sign of beginnings, strength, and fire. It reminds us that sometimes it is enough to just take the first step, and the path will open itself. Their weakness is impatience, but their true strength is courage. And if they learn to combine passion with wisdom, they will achieve everything they desire. And finally, if you found this interesting, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. For you, it's just a second, but for us, it's a huge support in creating new videos.